I'd like to welcome you all to the concert tonight, the fourth annual faculty-student concert. My name is John Clark. I organized the concert tonight, but I had a lot of help, and I want to acknowledge some of those people right now. Especially helping with the poetry and the Dylan set was Jerry Pike, who will be out here in a minute to do the Kerouac tunes. And thanks to Chuck Wood for helping put the Mingus set together. And the opening tape here of Kerouac reading The Beat Generation, provided by Brian Zaleski. Appreciate him providing that. There's a couple of changes in the program. They're in the second half. The Dylan set will actually occur after Abraham, so we're going to finish with the loud Patti Smith tunes, the typical loud finish, I guess, the Big Bang Theory concert programming. And Brian Zaleski will be drumming in the Dylan set in place of Eric Fossick. So I hope you enjoy the show, and we'll get started now.
Now it's jazz. The place is roaring. All beautiful girls in there. One mad brunette at the bar, drunk with her boys. One strange chick I remember from somewhere wearing a simple skirt with pockets, her hands in there, short haircut, slouched, talking to everybody. Up and down the stairs they come. The bartenders are the regular band of Jack and the heavenly drummer who looks up in the sky with blue eyes, with a beard. He's waving beer caps at bottles and jamming at the cash register, and everything is going to the beat. It's the beat generation. It's Bayat. It's the beat to keep. It's the beat of the heart. It's being beat and down in the world, and like old-time lowdown. And like in ancient civilizations, the slave boatmen rowing galleys to a beat, and servants spinning pottery to a beat. The faces. There's no face to compare with Jack Mingus, who's up on the bandstand now, with a colored trumpeter who outblows him wild and dizzy, but Jack's face overlooking all the heads in smoke. He has a face that looks like everybody you've ever known and seen on the street in your time. Sweet-faced, hard to describe. Sad eyes, cruel lips, expectant gleam, swaying to the beat, tall, majestical, waiting in front of the drugstore. A face like Hunky's in New York. Hunky, whom you'll see on Times Square, somnolent and alert, sad, sweet, dark, holy, just out of jail, martyred, tortured by sidewalks, starved for sex and companionship, open to anything, ready to introduce a new world with a shrug. The colored big tenor with the big tone is blowing sunny spits clear out of Kansas City roadhouses. Clear, heavy, somewhat dull and unmusical ideas which nevertheless never leave the music. Always there, always far out. The harmony too complicated for the motley bums of music understanding in there. But the musicians here. The drummer is a sensational 12-year-old Negro boy who's not allowed to drink, but can play. Tremendous, a little lithe, childlike Miles Davis kid. Like early Fast Navarro fans you used to see in Espan Harlem, hep, small. He thunders at the drums with a beat which is described to me by a near-standing connoisseur with beret as a fabulous beat. On piano is Blondie Bill, good enough to drive any group. Now Jack Ringer blows out and over his head with these angels from Fillmore. I dig him. Now he's terrific. I just stand in the outside hall against the wall, no beer necessary, with collections of in-and-out listeners, with Bernie, and now here returns Bob Berman, who was a kid from West Indies, who barged into my party 6 months earlier with Dean and the gang, and I had a Chet Baker record on, and we hooked it at each other in the room. Tremendous. The perfect grace of his dancing, casual, like Joe Louis, casually hoofing. He comes as now in dancing like that, glad. Everybody looks everywhere. It's a jazz joint and beat generation mad trick. You see someone, hi, then you look away elsewhere for something, someone else. It's all insane. Then you look back, you look away around. Everything is coming in from everywhere in the sound of the jazz. Hi, hey, bang, the little drummer takes a solo, reaching his young hands all over traps and kettles and cymbals and foot pedal, boom, and a fantastic crash of sound. 12 years old. What will happen?
Desolation Blues. Truncated in 4 choruses. First chorus. I stand on my head on Desolation Peak and see that the world is hanging into an ocean of endless space. The mountains dripping rock by rock,
like bubbles in the void and tending where they want. That at night the shooting stars are swimming up to meet us, yearning from the bottom black, but never make it, alas. That we walk around clung to earth like beetles with big brains, ignorant of where we are, how, what, and upside down like fools talking of governments and history. But Mount Hosamine, the most beautiful mountain I've ever seen, does nothing but sit and be a mountain. A mess of double-pointed rock, hanging, pouring into space. Oh, frightful, silent, endless space. Everything goes to the head of the hanging bubble. With men, the juice is in the head. So mountain peaks are points of rocky, liquid yearning. Second chorus. Mountains have skin, said Peter Orlovsky of San Francisco, and gorges shoot up clouds of mist that look like planet smoke. Dead trees, artistic as a cottage in Truro, look like goat horns off a rock. Alpine firs turn evergreen browns like August 1st when summer's dead at high elevations. The creeks roar and cataracts tumble, pouring, but it's all upside down and strange. Why do I sit here cross-legged on this steaming rocky surface? A planet called Earth, scribbling with a pencil unmusical songs called songs. And why worry my juicy head and rail my bony hand at words and look around for more, and nothing means nothing as of yore? Tease the primordial essence, manifesting forms of happy and unhappy, stuff and no stuff, matter and space, phenomena, front, noumena behind, out of exuberant nothingness.